Hello and welcome to the county seat of Madison County, Huntsville, Arkansas, for tonight's game on PG Tigers Online and the Southern Sports Network. Stephen Blackiston alongside Ryan Cook tonight. And Ryan, we have a Week 2 in conference play matchup between the Eagles and the Tigers. A little hot weather tonight for October, but what are you looking forward to for week number 2 of conference play?
Well, a victory and no injuries. You know, we've already lost a starting fullback. We have another fullback been sick this week, so we're already pretty thin there. We've moved a halfback over to fullback. We've even looked at putting a split in over at fullback. So injury-free victory. That's what we're looking for tonight.
Well, quick tale of the tape between both of these sides. Your Tigers coming tonight 3-1 and 1-0 in conference play after that 56-0 beatdown of the other Tigers, the Green Forest Tigers, last week. Huntsville fell on the road to their rival, the Berryville Bobcats, by a score of 21-6. As I look out behind the press box, Ryan, see the Prairie Grove Tigers making their trip from the visiting locker room over. We're going to take the field here shortly. A couple other games in the conference tonight. Elkins hosts those Bobcats of Berryville. Green Forest and Gravette will take place in Carroll County at Green Forest. And the other school on the Highway 62 rivalry chain, the Lincoln Wolves, taking on the Pioneers of Gentry. And those stand out for you this week in week number 2.
Yeah, I was going to say Elkins should handle Berryville handedly. I think Gravette should do very well with Green Forest. I see us, doing well with Huntsville. It's the Lincoln Gentry game to kind of just know what you have. Lincoln didn't look good last week. They're down their quarterback, and they got absolutely steamrolled by Gravette. They got a couple junk touchdowns late. Gentry is who I wonder, because Gentry had to face Elkins first. So it's like, are they going to steamroll Lincoln and say, we are a good team, we just didn't play up to our standard against Elkins? And so I just kind of wonder which one they are.
Well, we're about 4 minutes away from kickoff here in Madison County. We have the coin toss and kickoff when we return. It'll be Football Friday night on PG Tigers Online.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food, to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank. We believe.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
Hello and welcome back to Huntsville, Arkansas. This is the 43rd meeting between the Eagles and Tigers, and your Prairie Grove Tigers going to get the football first in the traditional white and black with black numerals as toe meets leather. We're underway here in Madison County with a flag right off the get-go, Ryan.
Yeah, they were going to try to kick it in between J.J. McCarthy every time.
We made it not even a second into the game.
McCarty and Braxton, we've got a pretty dangerous return guys with Jason Braxton back there, and so they're trying to kick it a little short there, but it goes out of bounds, so it'll start off at the 35.
Well, if you remember, Ryan, this was game 1 of the 2023 campaign, and Prairie Grove started with the football first in that one. Took one play for one score as engine number 11, Connor Hubbs, took one to the house on the opening play of that one. The Tigers going to break the huddle at their own 35-yard line. Eagles in the black jerseys, white numerals, white helmets, as Alex Absher will be the starting quarterback, grandson of the head coach of the Tigers. Absher going to look to throw on first down. Keeps his eyes downfield. Thrown and complete.
Luke Bannon.
Yeah, Bannon with the completion to move the sticks on first down.
I like that. Not normal what we do on a first down. We shift out of our running formation into a shotgun with trips and throw a little 5-yard out, run a bunch of guys off. So good way to start the game. Good way for Alex to get his confidence built up, getting a couple quick passes. He's got that little sidearm thing going down pretty good.
Well, 1st and 10 under center. Just an in-around handoff this time on first down.
Jace.
Cross midfield. Edwards will wear a couple of Eagles into Huntsville territory to make it a 2nd and 4 for the Tigers. We'll have a moment. Just want to say I'd like to thank the incredible partners who support Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Special shout-out to our legacy partners, Lewis Automotive Group and Pickett Construction, whose long-standing support keeps our community thriving, as well as we'd like to recognize their gold partners, Arvest Bank, Community Bank, Ozarks Electric, and PG Telco. Your support means the world to the Tigers and Prairie Grove. 2nd down and medium.
Oh, too much movement there.
Yeah, flag on the play. It'll be a first down on the field. Still churning and burning as Luke Bannon will need to check the marker.
You had 2 guys shift and they didn't get set before your wingback went in motion, so that'll be an illegal use of whatever motion, too much motion.
And our officials tonight, referee in the white hat will be Josh Myers, umpire Jason Benson, head linesman John Sampson, line judge David Wembley, and the back judge Hunter Bartsdale. So after the penalty, 2nd down and 9.
Next time you announce those, can we do like the U of A and be like, nice hair? Who's that?
Quick pitch out. This is Edwards in some space. We'll basically get the penalty back, and will be 3rd down, and short for the Tigers.
I like what they do there when they go heavy and over, and they kind of get a lot of extra going on that quick pitch side. Get a lot of people in front of Jace there to block.
And of course, keeping it 3rd down and manageable, you have both runner pass options here. Absher operates under center, just a fullback dive, a hurdle, and a little bit more this time for
face mask, got another 15.
Yeah, tacks them to the end, as that's Blake Coran picking up ahead of steam and into Eagle territory.
Just a 27 read right there. Lead blocker gets up in the hole. You can see him here. He just follows right behind him, jumps, hurdles over his blocker who got a guy on the ground and cut a little bit to the outside, and Huntsville's able to get him out, but they grab the face mask while they do it. So that 10-yard run becomes a 25-yard run. And we're in the red zone.
Yeah, knocking on the door. Tigers trying to get the first points of the game.
Take a shot.
Might as well.
I always love taking a shot. You don't want to turn the ball over and have an errant pass or anything, but I love taking a shot.
Yeah, you have a little bit of the momentum early. We'll see. Absher, a little trickery on the handoff. That time to Bannon, and Bannon will find a couple.
Normally on our 49 reverse, we have a double handoff. So for him to do the single handoff, I don't know if it was planned or not. because typically he does hand it off, but he misses it this time or fakes it this time and turns to the inside. So a little different wrinkle, whether on purpose or not, I don't know.
Yeah, put it on film. Some teams down the road are going to have to prepare for that on their walkthroughs. Second and medium. Apps are going to run the option, fake the pitch, has the first down, fighting for more. Touchdown, Prairie Grove. Put 6 on the board for number 8.
Nice job right there. He faked me out with the give. I really thought he gave it to the fullback there, but you can see he puts it in the belly here, and he almost took it, but he didn't.
And, of course, that means another $50 donation from PG Telco, who are supporting the Tigers and the community with every score, every week. Every time PG hits the end zone, PG Telco steps up to give back. 2-point opportunity with 9:30 to go in the first quarter. Moss looking for some space.
Yeah, he got in.
And give him the 2.
It was barely, but he got in.
Well, they count all the same. 8-0 here in Huntsville early. We'll take a quick break on PG Tigers Online.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Welcome back to Huntsville, Arkansas, home of the Eagles. Like I mentioned, Ryan, this is the 43rd meeting all time between these two. 5th straight year that the Eagles and Tigers have squared off. This back-to-back years, though, this game in Huntsville.
Yeah, that was with the conference realignment. But, you know, there's someone who's gone up to the 5A and then come back down to the 4A also. Like, we both have that issue of being here right in the middle and located here, so we jump back and forth.
Yeah, not quite big enough to stay in 5A, especially with the performance adjusters for the private schools. Us, Huntsville, and Gravett kind of get the benefit of that, being the smallest 5As, now become the biggest 4As, as Tigers lined up to give the Eagles an opportunity on offense.
Carrillo with the kick.
Eagles going to have some good starting field position on the return. Senior Jackson Ferguson.
He gets pushed out of bounds, but I didn't see who pushed him out. I saw several of our normal guys over there, but I couldn't tell which one.
I will say, over on that sideline, a lot of Prairie Grove faithful made the journey out to Madison County. Hopefully nobody went over the speed limit through Goshen on the way here. That the notorious speed trap out in these parts.
I always just try to stay behind the person in front of me. That way I don't speed, because I have a problem.
Well, you never go over the speed limit.
Yeah, that's why I need someone in front of me.
Well, on 1st and 10, just a simple handoff for the Eagles. That's going to be number 2, Isaiah Hale. I was talking with some of the people with Huntsville earlier tonight, Ryan, and going to be a steady dose of Hale and number 18, Jackson Ferguson for the Eagles tonight.
Hopefully, Prairie Grove answers with a steady dose of Kissinger and Cobb and Laycock, because that's your 3 down linemen. Sometimes Bannon comes up on the line too. He's kind of that outside linebacker, defensive end hybrid. That time it was Kissinger.
2nd and 9. First pass attempt of the game for the Eagles.
There's Cobb right there.
And
got him.
Cobb makes his return to action with an emphatic sack on 2nd down. Was talking with Jeb Huckabee, former Razorback, doing some lessons with Cobb to show off his moves on Friday nights.
You know, and he would be a defensive end. You look right there, he comes from a defensive tackle position. It's just, he's hard for an interior lineman to block as fast as he is. He's strong as an ox, but he's fast. So typically, he would be a defensive end. I think college defensive end, it'd be where he was looked at.
Marcus Shepard, quarterback for the Eagles, slings one out on 3rd and a mile, and you'll have to be smart there if you're the Tigers. Maybe a little bit of acting there by Zach Cousins of Huntsville.
Well, and like I heard a couple people in the stands kind of bark about it, but Pierce didn't lead with a shoulder or anything like that. He hit him with his chest. Like, he was running to make the tackle. It was a little late, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't anything that was a hit. It was like a run-into rather than a hit.
Well, after the sack on Shepard got this drive out of whack, the Tigers look to get the ball back quickly. Punt is up, and it is going to come into the crowd here in Huntsville almost, and it'll be plus field position for the Tigers.
It's not even going to make it to the first down.
It's going to be at the original sticks.
Man, that's rough.
That is not a great punt, as Prairie Grove doesn't need any help scoring, as they already have one on the board. Bashir's running the play in for the Tigers. That's one of the things you'll see here in Prairie Grove. No signals, just run it in the old-fashioned way. Can't steal it that way.
That's what I was going to say. Shotgun, motion with Jace.
Yeah, Absher moving the pocket, looking downfield, has a couple of targets, going to look for the end zone.
Oh, just a hair too far for Coran. I like the pump fake, though. It got the defensive player up in the air and allowed the offensive player to make the block and gave Absher time to set up and throw that ball. Just let him a little too far. I like that they have pads in that corner, too, because Dylan Sainer in 15, he caught a touchdown pass right there and ran right into that fence. And so I'm glad they padded that dude up now.
Yeah, we'll call that Sainer's corner. As we have 2nd and 10 after the incompletion, Isaac Moss has a lot of green grass in front of him, cuts it back, looking for the end zone. He'll be just short of the touchdown.
Look at that one again if we can. I think that was Moss there at fullback. And he had told me that he might get some fullback reps. He's at fullback right there, Moss. He's a skinny little dude, but he's fast as all get out. And so normally a wide receiver, a backup quarterback, but all-purpose back tonight.
Yeah, that little different element with the speed at fullback. Moss going to get his name called again, close to the goal line. Wait the signal. Yep, and there it is. Another 6 points for the Tigers for engine number 6. Not your stereotypical fullback, a little bit of a scat back in the wing tee tonight, but Moss shows his toughness in the hole.
Just a right up the middle run again, run and read 2 times in a row, and so we block it up well. Follow your lead blocker. Coran does a good job being the lead blocker right there. Some halfbacks don't like to block. That's not Coran. He's going to block for you.
Well, as we get ready for the 2-point conversion, again, I want to tell you, touchdowns brought to you by PG Telco. Absher calls his own number, and he scampers in as well to make it a 16-0 game. That's $100 in donations 6 minutes into the game for PG Telco. We'll take a quick break on PG Tigers Online and see what the Eagles can do to answer.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank. We believe.
30-yard run.
Welcome back to Huntsville. Want to let you know that the 14th ranked in all classifications Lady Tiger volleyball team is going to wrap up their regular season at home on Tuesday night. The Huntsville Eagles are going to come to town.
They got a big tournament this weekend. They're going to Fort Smith. It's like north side, south side, Bentonville West, Ozark, them. I'm trying to think of who else. Some of the top teams in the state will be down there, so it'll be really, really good competition. Well, that's different.
Yeah, I was going to say an onside kick, as I think Coach Absher and the coaching staff confident in their defense to give them that shallow field position and, try and roll the dice early on.
I was not expecting that, and then I was like, well, did he do that on purpose? But, that's one of the things you could be working on, too, and putting on film, like you said, get enough stuff on tape that people got to think of. That one just wasn't executed well. Went right to the guy and never popped or anything.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the Huntsville 44. Eagles in the shotgun. Shepard just going to hand off to Hale, and he'll get close to midfield where he's brought down by a couple of Tigers.
Pierce and Jace, and I think Laycock on the tackle that time. Good first down run by Huntsville that time. 5-yard run, just right up the middle, just kind of mano-a-mano there. You know, Prairie Grove has a really fast defensive line, but we don't have a huge defensive line. We don't average a lot of weight there, but we got a lot of speed. We got some strength. So, you know, we'll see if people attack that as the year goes on. I think Farmington really did.
It'll be second and medium. Another handoff right up the middle, and that one going nowhere. The initial contact going to be Jackson Pierce, the junior, for Prairie Grove, laying the boom.
I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but Jackson Pierce, Blake Grant didn't even see the split end out here and had to run out after the snap. Pierce was on the tackle. That's what I said. I heard the overhead guy say it. So,
well, third down once more for the Eagles. And they're going to get 5 free ones and should be close to enough yardage for an automatic first down.
Yeah, it is. It's a first down. It was like 3rd and 4, so good job by Huntsville spreading us out. We were moving around a little bit. I think we were trying to make them jump, and it actually caused us to a little bit. That's not what you want to put on the tape.
Certainly not. So fresh set of downs for the Eagles. They'll stay in the shotgun. Marcus Shepard, the quarterback, out in the pattern. Has an intended target caught. That's going to be number 1, Brett Henderson.
A flag on the play. I wonder if that's roughing the passer. Cobb pretty aggressive, yeah, it is. Cobb was pretty aggressive that time. Good pass and catch by Huntsville, though. Yeah. You watch just a little 5-yard out here, and quarterback finds him, gets it to him quick.
That was even with a deflection, I believe. Henderson scooped that one from the grass here in Huntsville, one of the few holdouts of the grass era. Them and Green Forest in the 4A1.
It used to be us, but we upgraded. Our field looks amazing.
First and 10 after the roughing the passer. Taking off across the 15 down to about the 14 is Shepard.
Stearman got the tackle that time. He waited on him, made sure he didn't get juked out of his shoes. I'd like to see him be a little bit more aggressive, though, and go make the tackle rather than to wait on the tackle. But, yeah, that's the thing. The turf looks so professional, looks so well done. You know, it really changes the way our stadium feels, I think. But I do miss the turf. And like this, you know, at this time of the year, that's when the turf is not as good. It just doesn't look as polished.
Certainly. Well, first and 10, another rush up the middle for the Eagles.
We're going to put a little bit more size in at defensive tackle. Ty Slaughter's going to come in. He's a junior. He's a big guy, and I think he really, if he gets his, like I said, he gets his head right, gets his feet underneath him, I think he could be very impactful this year and next year.
Yeah, he could certainly plug some running lanes here for the Tigers.
For sure.
They run to his side, flag on the play. We'll need to check the markers. It came from defensive secondary.
Looked like number 56, Trey Froud on the tackle.
Oh, a chop block.
Don't see that very often.
Do not. So a couple of steps forward, one back for Huntsville. This will put them way behind on the sticks. They're walking them back to the 26, so we'll have to get down to the 5 for a first down. So this will be a second, and we'll give it 20.
When I was watching that split in, he was way on our side, but he finally came back. It does seem like a big penalty.
Second and a mile. Eagles looking to throw, pressure in the face. That ball tipped but completed. That's going to be Hale in the pattern, and he'll lose a yard.
Laycock,
make third and 21.
Laycock got the tip, and then Cart got the tackle. Here's a Here's a replay of that.
I was going to say, as we take a look at it, a lot of active hands, Ryan, from this defensive line early in the game. A couple of deflections.
Well, we're definitely pressuring the quarterback. Like, it looks like a goal to send multiple guys. We're not just sending 4.
Third down, passing down, and we'll have a timeout on the field. We'll take the timeout with them. 16-0 here in Huntsville. Third down when we return for the Eagles.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
And welcome back. As you see both teams huddled up.
I have something to announce.
Oh, yeah?
I have a thank you to Buchanan Street Family Dentistry, Dr. Jack Pardo, for feeding the team. So they're a proud supporter of Prairie Grove Athletics, and today they fed the team. So appreciate you guys for that.
Yeah, certainly. Fueling the Tigers on and off the field as they had the long bus ride over today. Probably
it isn't as bad now as it used to be. An hour.
Mm-hmm. And I think Huntsville this year probably going to be the furthest road trip for the Tigers. Next year we'll have a couple of games in Carroll County, but third and long. Here comes the pressure. Eagles able to get out of it, but that one will skip through the hands of Brett Henderson, and now the Eagles have a decision on 4th and a mile.
So speaking of road trips, volleyball played Monday night at home. Tuesday night we went to Berryville. Thursday night we went to Green Forest, and then tonight coming to Huntsville for football. So we have had our travel this week for sure.
Certainly have been wearing out the miles on 412. Have the Tiger athletic teams. I will mention, as it looks like the Eagles going to go forward on 4th down, kind of that no man's land. Pressure comes, screen set up, and it's dropped by Wyatt Ingram. They had the screen set up that time, Ryan.
Yeah, and the thing is they know we're bringing pressure, and how do you beat pressure? Screen and the quick game is the best way, and so they do the screen right here. They've got a couple guys wide open, but you've got pressure in the face, so it's hard to do. And then they set up the screen. I think if he catches it, he might have made some yardage. If he could make one guy miss, maybe even pick up the first, but not able to complete the pass. So
they'll give the Tigers the football back. Their worst field position of the night for their third possession. Going to send Bannon out wide, and Coran will join him. Absher, little tight end dump right across the middle, complete. And near the sticks, rumbling and bumbling, go big 85. Morgan Cobb, not just a defensive lineman, but flashes the hands in the pass pattern that time.
Yeah, it looked almost like his leg buckled underneath him there, like there was a divot in the field. But other than that, that was a great execution by him and Alex. We kind of spread him out that time, and it gave a little pocket for him. Pick up a first down on first down. Can't ask for anything better than that.
Yeah, high efficiency from the Tigers. Absher looking to the air again. That one just a little tall. That time intended for Jace Edwards.
That was a pretty salty pass that time by Absher. I mean, he whipped it over there, and Jace only one hand on it. I don't know if it's because he couldn't get there or if he was just trying to do that immaculate, OBJ right before he got out of bounds. But in the end, it's incomplete.
Well, I was going to say, Ryan, so far it looks like Prairie Grove trying to put on some film and show that they can throw this football around. They're not that traditional wing T offense.
Yeah, you want to show balance. You do.
2nd and 10. This will be on the ground. Cutting back is Edwards. Has a seam. Has a couple of blockers downfield. One man to beat. He will go all the way for another Tiger touchdown. And another donation by PG Telco as we take another look at it, Ryan.
District 31 sweep right here. We get good outside blocking, kick blocking by our guards, and the ability to turn back up, and then you get your split in down there to lead block for you too. And how many yards was that?
A lot.
50, 63-yard touchdown.
Yeah, that time as we'll kick the extra point this time. Carrillo up into the Huntsville night sky is good. But I was going to say, Ryan, shades of Connor Hubbs from a year ago coming around that edge and taking one to the crib. As we'll stay with it this time. Wanted to mention to follow the Southern Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok for scores, standings, and great exclusive content each and every week, especially now that, Ryan, we're in the heart of conference play. These games matter just that bit more as the weeks count down to the postseason.
And it really doesn't even feel like it in a way because it's so warm still. Like, it doesn't feel like football yet. Like you're getting into the meat of your schedule. It feels like we just started to me. Like, I don't even feel like we've gotten into the heart of. But we have. I mean, homecoming's in what, 2 weeks? 1 week?
Yeah, it's next week.
Next week. And so we're there. We're there. It doesn't feel like it to me, but we're there.
And I would say if you're a Tiger fan watching tonight, it's exciting times ahead, especially the way the schedule lines up. Yes, you get Green Forest, Huntsville, and Berryville, traditionally the three bottom teams of the 4A1 to start, but you finish with Elkins, Gravette, Gentry, and Lincoln. 4 great games to finish out the season.
Man, it is going to be, kind of that murderer's row there towards the end, but it'll be exciting. It'll be good football.
Get back underway. This one kicked deep this time for Prairie Grove. Eagles thought about setting something up potentially, but Jackson Ferguson be brought down and around his own 25-yard line, and the Eagles will get the football back once again. Last time out, did come up short on a 4th down play, but
they had a good drive. They had a 3-minute, probably a 30. It was probably a 45-yard drive, but it was the penalty that got him there, and then it was a penalty on them that got him to kind of kill the drive. So, a penalty by the Tigers really pushed them down the field, and then they go ahead and return the favor with the penalty that kind of kills their drive.
They scored 23-0, 2:18 to go first quarter. Eagles looking to the air on 1st and 10, into the pattern, complete that time, as that's Logan Shoemaker, the senior, comes in with it.
Stearman and Absher on the tackle that time.
And that is one of the things you'll hear Alex Absher's name on the defensive side as well. A lot of these guys at this level, still the Iron Man football.
I understand it's nice to specialize and only have one set of plays or maybe one side of the ball, but, man, I wouldn't know what to do standing on the sideline watching. It was fun being out there.
You go through a lot of mouthpieces on the sideline. 2nd and 7, and we'll have a flag on the play and a false start on the Eagles.
He put his hand down, picked it up, put it back down. I just noticed Maddox Ogles in at safety, and Reed's going to come in for defensive tackle.
And with this early lead, that's something I think Prairie Grove can do. They can rotate some guys on this defensive end, get some people some looks that might not normally until later in a contest.
Holt Caswell, number 36, is in at inside linebacker.
2nd and we'll call it 12. Blitz will come from Prairie Grove. Pressure immediately.
Wow.
As an ambush of Tigers that time bring down Isaiah Hale in the backfield.
Stearman and Caswell that time just ate that guard's lunch, and then they ate the running back's lunch. They stole his dinner too.
As you take another look at it, we'll bring up another long 3rd down as we near 60 seconds to go in the first quarter. Tigers leading again 23-0. Have scored on every possession thus far. Did the same thing in the first quarter a week ago against Green Forest. Eagles look to the air. Good pocket. Down the field. Complete. Wide open is Henderson. He crosses midfield.
J.J. McCarthy Connor McCarty did a great job of chasing him down that time. It almost looks like we had a coverage error. That guy was that wide open. You see kind of like a little mini cross right there, and then a secondary cross. And looky there, the rub works because the two Tigers bumped into each other and leaves that guy wide open. That's a big play for Huntsville.
Yeah, and this gets the good crowd here in Huntsville back into it a little bit. 30 seconds, as this time the Eagles will run the play in from the sideline, taking maybe a page out of Coach Absher's book. As it'll be 1st and 10. Stack receivers on either side of the formation. Eagles looking to throw again. Pressure in the face. Cobb tried to get back there to him. Still scrambling. Shepard will call zone number pickup 5.
Reed and Stearman on the tackle.
Yeah, they're definitely getting some pressure into the face of Shepard.
Shepard did a good time, though, that time of moving up in the pocket. The line re-engaged their block for him, and he's able to pick up 5 yards. So, I mean, don't give up on it. You know what I mean? When that pocket breaks down, that's an opportunity.
Well, we played one quarter here in Huntsville. Our score after one, your Prairie Grove Tigers, 23, Huntsville nothing. We'll bring you quarter 2 when we return.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, my community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today, and I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Welcome back to Huntsville. 2nd and medium after the quarter break for the Eagles. Shepard looking, swings it out, complete. That's Ingram, catches it this time, has some space, cutting it back down into the red zone for the first time tonight are the Eagles.
I like that play design right there. They run trips to that far side. They motion the outside guy inside and just had all the attention over there. And then on Hut, those guys kind of run off, and what they do is they let that flare pass kind of go out to that halfback. Everybody's kind of looking at the motion. And so that's where the focus was at. And it just leaves that guy wide open. 2 great passes by Huntsville on this drive.
Quick score to update you on right down the highway from us. Grab it up 7-0 on Green Forest. 1st and 10. Shepard moving the pocket. Evading a couple of Tigers, but he'll be inevitably brought down in the backfield for the sack.
Looks like Slaughter and Pierce that time on the sack. It's not a he's almost back to the line of scrimmage, which is good for them. Could have been worse. He did a good job avoiding Laycock there in his pursuit.
2nd and 11 as they've stopped the clock and starts it back up again. I was going to say that clock should have been running, I believe, the whole time, but that's okay, I suppose. Shepard gets a snap. Throwing again, trying to loft it out. Caught that time. Great catch. And a great run that time from Wyatt Ingram as the Eagles have a little bit of momentum, Ryan.
What a one-handed catch that time by the Eagles receiver out of the backfield. Jace Edwards on the touchdown-saving tackle. Look right here, kind of that same deal again where they're just a little flare. With all the pressure that we're putting on things, though, that's the way to beat it is with your screen passes and your little pop flares and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was going to say also for the Eagles that time with Ingram, thought that pass might have been incomplete, but he just ran underneath the lob.
It didn't look like a completed pass when he threw it.
First and goal. Shepard going to call his own number. Fights for the goal line. No signal yet. Looks like just short of the touchdown. So it'll be second and goal.
From the inch line. Maybe a little farther. I don't know. I was thinking, no, it's an inch line. It's pretty close.
Yeah, it's about as far from us as they can be. Yeah, it's calling it, second and a yard to go would be unfair. It's about second and half a yard. And the shotgun again are the Eagles. Under center. Fumbled snap. Ball pops free. We'll need to see who falls on it in the scrum. Looks like Huntsville going to keep it. Ingram.
I'll lose a little bit there, though.
Able to hop onto it. Yeah, that's the dangerous thing. When you operate in the shotgun like that every play, that quarterback center exchange under center can
and I like the idea, get up under center and go from there and just, quarterback sneak it. But here's the deal. You didn't bring everybody in. You still had guys spread out. The defense wasn't able to move. So you had an advantage there. Just mishandled snap. They're going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
Both teams break the huddle out of the Prairie Grove timeout. Third and goal after the fumbled exchange. Eagles lucky to have the football.
They're third and goal from the 3, so they backed up 2.5 yards since their original play.
Spread the offense out a little bit more, I guess.
That's right. You got some more options there. You can throw one now.
Third and goal for Shepard. Surveying inside leverage. And incomplete.
No. Yeah. I mean, no good. You said incomplete, and I said no, but it's no good. He had it in his hands, but on the way to the ground, we were able to knock it out. I mean, I know we're a little far from it to see, but that's what happened there. I'll bring up a 4th down and goal from the 3-yard line.
They're going to be 4th and goal as the Tigers trying to hold on, maintain this advantage. And Huntsville will take the timeout. We'll stick with it this time here on PG Tigers Online. Wanted to mention, for those watching tonight on PG Tigers Online, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications on YouTube by ringing the bell. It's the best way to keep up with your Prairie Grove Tigers, whether it be football, volleyball, or basketball, which is just about a month away from getting underway at Prairie Grove.
That is crazy to think. I saw a graphic, Razorback basketball is 34 days away, Corliss Williamson days away. I was like, dude, we just started football. Like, we haven't even had a chance to get to mid-season.
It feels like it gets a little earlier every year. I believe the black and gold game for the Tigers scheduled for something like November 4th, November 5th, round in there. I think November 5th on Election Day, so go vote and then go watch the Round Ball Tigers come on out and start their year.
Go buy a pie. Vote and then go buy a pie.
Well, out of the timeout. 4th and 3, the situation for both sides. As it's 14-8. Gravett leading. 8:49 in the second quarter. I want to thank the one, the only, Evan Hubbard for that notification.
I wonder if they shouldn't get a penalty for that because they didn't huddle, but
Eagles move in the pocket, throwing end zone, and overthrows everybody. So turnover on downs. And
Bannon was there with the pressure that time. He's in the quarterback's face, and he kind of threw a prayer, hoping his guy could run under it.
And it was not answered that time. So it'll be Tigers football in the shadow of their own goalposts.
Here you see that pressure from Bannon right there.
What a stand by the defense to start the second quarter, march all the way down, backs against the wall, but they do not break.
Now return the favor.
Certainly the Tigers have the offense built for it. Absher under center. Just a little quarterback sneak. And he's going to fall forward for about 2 yards on 1st and 10.
Little 99, I guess this would be 97-yard drive. Eat up this whole second quarter. That'd be pretty cool.
He certainly could. Harriman on the tackle for Huntsville.
We're going to bring in another tight end. I bet we go to a two-tight look here.
And it's going to be like Wendy's on this second down play. Where's the beef? They're going to line up.
We're going to go heavy on that far side.
Handoff. Moss has a crease. He's got a lot of green grass in front of him. Midfield. Trying to run away.
He better not get caught. You better
10, 5, touchdown Tigers.
97-yard touchdown run for Isaac Moss. That's his second touchdown of the night, and he has a 2-point conversion. And this is his first time at fullback probably in his career.
Right there at midfield, he's gone. Tell him, catch you in the end zone. And just like that, another donation to PG Telco as Moss with the lightning quick dagger that time.
And just how brutal for Huntsville, you don't get it from the 1 yard. There's a flag. It was good, the kick was, but there's a flag. But you don't get the touchdown. You get all the way down to the 6 inch, but it was about a yard.
Yeah, it was
about a half a yard. So
math teacher.
Yeah, I was struggling there. About 18 inches actually, and so it's about 18 inches from a touchdown, and instead you go 4 and out, and then you give up a 97-yard touchdown run.
That's like a 14-point swing for the Eagles and Tigers. Their score after that beautiful Isaac Moss run, 30-0.
I guarantee you he's over the century mark tonight already.
I can do that math. I can do that math. I believe I'd have to agree with you. Wanted to mention as we await the kick, you can watch this broadcast and over 100 more on your smartphone or the big screen TV at the house. Just search for the Southern Sports Network on Android, iOS, Roku, or Amazon Fire Stick so you don't miss any of the action. You can also, if you have one of those smart TVs, pull up the old YouTube app and watch PG Tigers online at home as well.
That's still crazy to me. He's just destroying at fullback. I mean, he's just slender, man, but he is so fast.
Yeah, it definitely adds a different wrinkle to...
It does. And a lot of fullbacks, no offense, they got a little bit of a personality. They're kind of, got a little bit more weight to them. That big bad mentality in reality, and he's killing it. Now, he probably wouldn't have the size to hold a 5A football fullback and get beat up, 5A football fullback and get beat up all the time, but Marcus Fisher on the tackle that time.
Yeah, coming into your living room that time, that was Kobe Phillips on the return into his own sideline. But yeah, certainly a different wrinkle. Might see that later on in the season if Moss continues to have some success here. A little lightning and thunder opportunity there from that fullback dive.
Are you going to bust into song? Lynn sings to me.
That ain't gonna happen. Don't want to step on his toes.
Oh! Good cop out.
The Tigers back on the defensive front. Eagles looking to get on the board. Little handoff up the middle for Hale. He'll fall forward for 3.
Tackle that time by Holt Caswell, Kissinger, and then I think number 54 was that's Chandler Bielser. We struggled with that name last week. I think I got some incorrect information on the pronunciation, so I'm going to go back to what I was doing.
Caught by Kobe Phillips, and the Eagles back into Tiger territory.
That was a really good just set up and throw. Good protection that time by Huntsville. And Braxton, he just got right inside of Braxton, but Braxton did a good job of getting the tackle. I was afraid he was going to miss it there for a minute. Kind of slipped out of there, but great job by Huntsville. They've really thrown the ball well tonight. They have. They didn't capitalize when the field got shorter, but they've done a great job throwing the ball.
Fresh set of downs. Another pass, a little drag route underneath, complete to Henderson. And she'll have enough for another first down, back-to-back first downs.
That was unique. He motioned all the way in between the guard and tackle on the right-hand side of the line. And when they called hut, then he kind of just squeezed out in between guard and tackle and then popped back out there into the flat. So I guess trying to hide him from the guy that was supposed to be guarding him. They did a good job, though.
It's certainly been an elaborate passing game. Another quick hitter, slant that time dropped by Colby Phillips. Might have heard a little bit of the footsteps coming across the pattern.
That's a tough one to catch right there, but he did hit him in the hands, so you got to. Good pass by Ferguson. I mean, he's done a great job tonight of getting his playmakers an opportunity to make a play.
And I believe Shepard, the quarterback, did not start the season at quarterback. The starter this year was Brett Henderson, number 1. I believe was the initial quarterback to start the year, but they've moved on to Marcus Shepard. He certainly is navigating the offense well. Eagles back to the air, pressure in the face. That one incomplete.
Laycock was there before he even had a chance to cock and load to throw. I mean, he was there fast.
Yeah, that's a look out block from his offensive line that time as the Eagles quickly 3rd and 10, 6:33 to go in this first half. 30-0 our score. As the Tigers have been perfect on the offensive side of the football. 3rd and 10. Imagine the Eagles will go back to the air as they have on every play of this set of downs. They do here. Pressure comes, intercepted. A big man interception. Give that one to Jackson Pierce.
He's inside linebacker, so not as big, but he's also a starting center. And so we have some pretty slender centers here every once in a while, but Pierce just in the right place at the right time. We'll watch it again here. Again, quarterback's under duress. We're sending several guys back there.
And I guess if you'd make the argument, the offensive lineman traditionally probably with the best hands would be the center.
Yes.
So he gets the interception, and he'll get to snap the football for the new possession for the Tigers. Little flea flicker. Absher unloads across the middle, complete into Eagle territory. Looking for a couple of blocks is Edwards. Off to the races and out of bounds. No, excuse me, touchdown.
Oh, he scored, yeah.
Got him mixed up with Bannon on that pass, but another dagger, this time through the air, as it is getting late, early here in Huntsville.
That was a 75-yard touchdown pass, I think. Flea Ficker.
Great throw from Alex, but an even better run, I'd say, from Edwards, who will hold the extra point. Kick up, kick good. Your score here in Huntsville, 37-0. Your Tigers rolling. We'll take a break on PG Tigers Online. More when we return.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service, and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself. Exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Welcome back to Huntsville after another Prairie Grove Tiger touchdown. That's another donation. $250 in the first half for PG Telco. We appreciate their support of the football program and the Prairie Grove community.
We just hope that your fiber prices don't go up. No, PG Telco's awesome. They've been there always and been very gracious with their funds.
And I did want to mention for those watching at home, we are having a little bit of technical difficulties with the internet here in the press box in Huntsville. So bear with us. We'll do the best that we can on this. Working on it as we're back underway into the night sky.
Nice kick by Carrillo, high and all the way back to about the 5-yard line.
And this is Ferguson on the return.
Laycock.
Met by a couple of Tigers.
And Cart are going to get him down.
Jackson Ferguson on the return for the Eagles.
And again, the offense for Huntsville will trot back out. Now down 37.
I'm sure they felt like they were just out there.
Yeah, one play drives the last two times, or the drive previous was 2 plays, I suppose, but a total of 3 offensive plays in the last handful of minutes for the Tigers, and they have 2 more touchdowns on the board to show for it.
You know, Huntsville, again, put together a really nice drive. They put some time. We have Alex and Cart and Ogle back at safeties. You have Martinez and McCarthy out at corners. So really we're playing kind of a 4-2-5 defense here.
A lot of guys in the defensive secondary with this pass attack. Eagles content to throw it again.
Tylen's got him.
And sack, lunch, and dinner. That time for Tylen Layclock. Heard his name a lot so far in this first half, Ryan.
Oh, yeah. We're pressuring like crazy, but the end's right there. And when it rolled to that other side, they kind of left that end alone. He just ran right by his guy and went on. Huntsville's going to take a timeout. They got a 4th and long. Let's take a timeout with them. We'll be right back.
Officials, there's a soccer ball in the west end zone.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Welcome back to Eagle Stadium here in Huntsville. 5 minutes to go in the first half. While we have a moment, I wanted to get one of our trivia questions to you, Ryan, and the viewers at home.
There's 72 and a half Eagles in the state of Arkansas. No, I'm just kidding.
We're going to start easy tonight, work our way up. First question, Prairie Grove and Huntsville have played 42 times before tonight. Who holds the all-time record in the series?
I'm going to give it to Prairie Grove by 4. So that would be what, like 28 to 16? I don't do math well.
Well, after the punt, I'll give you the answers. That one much better this time for the Eagles. Dropped and picked up.
Jace.
Yeah, Edwards trying to make a couple of guys miss as he had the touchdown last time out. Your answer to the question, what is the all-time series record between the Eagles and Tigers? Huntsville actually leads at 26-16.
I had it backwards. I forget about the 80s, man. I really do, because the 80s were brutal for Prairie Grove in records. So, we had one of the longest losing streaks in the nation at one time.
Yeah, and I'm not going to go to my second trivia question.
Appreciate
the answer to it.
Lynn Gregson loves that one.
Since 2001, the Tigers have not lost to the Eagles. Absher going to hand off on first down to Coran.
And I always tell the story when he, bombards me with that question of Huntsville used to be a football school that had some names, and my senior year was the Sample brothers. They had the youngest Sample son, and he was a quarterback, and he was a stud athlete. And their basketball teams have always been just a hair out of touch there for Braxton. But they always had really good athletes, really good teams. Their basketball teams were very, very disciplined, and they were the largest school because you had so much land here.
Yeah,
Prairie was a lot smaller at the time. And so they did. They had really good programs back in the day, and we were building programs at that time, you know, in football for sure. Now, basketball, we were pretty salty there in the 90s. But
just a simple handoff on 3rd and long. That's going to go to Braxton Bashirs for the Tigers, and 4th down and 10 as the Tigers have a decision here.
Yeah, if you're going to go for it on 4th, I don't mind running it there. If you weren't going to go for it, I would have liked to seen something thrown to the sticks. You got a quarterback that I feel like is capable of getting a strike for you. So I don't mind running the ball on 3rd and trying to shorten up that 4th down play.
Tigers offense going to stay on the field. 4th and 10, have to get to the Huntsville 35. Alex uncorks one right over the head that time of Connor McCarty. And it'll be a turnover on downs, the first empty possession of the football game for Prairie Grove.
You know, he hit him on one like that last week, and he threw it before he turned, and he had the ball there when McCarty turned his head. That time it sells on him just a little bit, and McCarty just wasn't able to spot it.
Well, the Eagles going to come back out, try and get on the scoreboard. But, yeah, to your point, 26-16. And Prairie Grove's won 13 of the last 13. So that should tell you before 2000 what that series looked like between the Eagles and Tigers.
Yeah, and you just don't think about that because we've had such success for so long, you know, in the 4A. You know, that's an attribute to Danny Absher.
Well, Morgan Cobb bearing down on the young Colin Tucker as the Huntsville faithful not happy with it, but clean tackle, and we play on.
It was hard to see if he did get his face mask, but the way he spun him around, it definitely looked like it. He may have gotten it. I mean, Cobb, he's vicious. Here you go. He starts getting his approach there and all that other, you know, that other Huntsville guy. I'm surprised he didn't try to go hit him off there, but probably afraid he was going to hit his own quarterback.
Well, after the sack, it'll be 2nd and 20. They'll take this snap from almost Marble, Arkansas.
Cobb's got a couple big sacks on the night.
Yeah, he's certainly put his thumbprint on the football game. Have a whistle and a flag.
Delay a game.
Delay a game. As the Eagle drive keeps going in reverse.
Speaking of Eagles, I think our field mic is picking up a couple squealers over there. My goodness. They're right below the mic. I could hear them. I was like, what is that? It sounded like baby birds asking for a worm.
Well, 2nd and a mile and a half for Huntsville. We have to get to the Prairie Grove 45. Eagles wobbling duck across the middle. That one complete, so that'll pick up the sack yardage. And it'll be a 3rd and 15 at the Huntsville 40-yard line.
Good catch by number 11, Logan Shoemaker that time. Good tackle by McCarthy. You know, he didn't give up anything big. I know a lot of people will say, well, yeah, but he shouldn't have been on it. No, sometimes guys just run perfect routes. I think that was McCarty was in great field position or great defensive position, and he made the sure tackle. So no harm, no foul there. Still 3rd and 15.
Well, we approach 2 minutes. No 2-minute timeout at this level.
Not yet.
Eagles looking to throw again. Pressure in the face.
Oh, Reed almost got him. Stearman.
Huntsville fans want a late hit out of bounds, but I would agree with the official. He points right there at the sideline. That's where the contact was initiated.
So here's my thoughts, because I'm going to give you my thoughts every time on these kind of plays. That is one of the hardest things to officiate in football because you don't know what the quarterback could do. They stretch the ball out sometimes. In Farmington, he's running down the sideline, and we hit him right as he steps out, and we get a flag. And I disagreed 100% because his intent was down the field. It looked like that was the purpose. That one looked like that quarterback was running for his life. It looked like he was running out of bounds. I err on the side of that could have been a flag that time. Because of that, even though he was still in bounds, his intent was almost defenseless. It was to get out of bounds. So he doesn't deserve the hit. In Farmington, the dude's running down the sideline with the intent to get the first down. He steps out right at the last second. We hit him. We get a flag. I disagree. The intent, the 100% right until the last second was to get down the field and pick up yardage. So what about the intent of the quarterback right at the moment of contact.
Well, 90 seconds or so to go in the first half. As Tigers look to add to their advantage. Absher under center. Quick pitch. And right met in the backfield is Coran. He's brought down right at the original line of scrimmage.
Good job by the Eagle defense that time. I really do like these black jerseys. They're pretty slick, for that maroon. Maroons are, their color, but that black with maroon trim, pretty nice here. But that time they just do a great job defensively getting in the backfield and not letting Coran get outside. We got Coran and Braxton Brashears in our backfield.
Absher, little play action, fires downfield, tipped and caught. Going the wrong way is Cobb. He finally finds his way past the sticks.
Good job, though, that time by Cobb to not only get open, but after the tip, be able to make the catch, because it did mess with the trajectory of the pass for sure. And so good job that time by Cobb to make sure that happened. Alex, they're going to hurry up a little bit. He's going to get back under center.
Another play action pass, 45 seconds. Out in the pattern, complete. This time is Bashirs. Makes a couple of Eagles miss, and he's near the Huntsville 20-yard line. We'll see. We have some laundry trailing the play.
Illegal man downfield.
So this one going to come back. Great throw and catch.
I didn't see it. Let's watch it again. Let's see if we can pick up an idea here. We had one who was blocking pretty good. Instead of setting up a pocket and letting the defense come to him, he was pushing him down the field, almost like if it was an option pass type deal where they get caught, in that little RPO look. But that'll negate a big pass play here for the Tigers.
Yep, 1st and 15, 40 seconds to go. Tigers have 2 timeouts left if they want to use them before the break.
Moss at split end this time. That dude's everywhere.
As they wind the clock. Absher, quick pass. Caught, complete. Edwards running down the field, and he'll get back to the last bit of yardage before that penalty marker, and the Tigers looking to go quick.
That's a tough play to defend. It's a quick snap, and then you've got guys within 3 yards that you can slip them the ball. They got plenty of time to look down the field and adjust, and it's just tough to defend.
Under 30 seconds left to go in the half. Absher back under center. 20 seconds now. Another play action. Absher's eyes downfield. Pump fakes. Now going to take it off and call his own number. Picks up a couple, and we'll see. Tigers will take the timeout. Had 2 of them with them. Of course, can't take them with you to the second half.
9 seconds left. So it's good time. You got another shot at the end zone if you want it. Maybe even 2.
Certainly do. Have the football at the Huntsville 24.
If Huntsville could stop them and do something with it on their first possession in the second half, they could build a little momentum, going into that, pretty much that third quarter, meat of the third quarter. Prairie Grove gets 7 here, and then we stop them on the next drive. It's going to be tough.
Well, and I would imagine also with the score the way it is, especially if they pick one more up before the break, might see a few of the traditional starters as night's over. As I was just looking out our window here, looks like there's one PG fan here scattered in with the Huntsville faithful.
He probably lives over here, but he's got some cousins or something. Or no, he probably is from Prairie Grove and just knows somebody from over here. He got to come over and say hi.
As out of the timeout, imagine the Tigers going to be looking down the field. 9 seconds to go before we break for halftime. Alex Absher in the shotgun, flanked by Coran. Absher looking downfield, have to evade a little of Huntsville's pressure. And at the feet that time of Morgan Cobb, 3 seconds.
That took a little too long to develop, and it was just a little bit of an errant pass there by Absher. But here's the deal. If he had caught it and got down, I don't know, it may be over this half. So it might be better that he did miss it.
Yeah, and certainly also if you're going to miss, throw it at the feet and not over the head into traffic. Absher, just a little dive. as the horn sounds for the half, but don't tell that to Braxton Bashir. He fought his way down to the 3-yard line or so, but comes up just a couple of yards short, and that's going to be halftime here in Huntsville. Your score 37-0, as it's all been the black and gold through 2 quarters. Wanted to mention when we return from the half, have a very special guest, someone near and dear to my heart, my dad, John Blackiston, going to be joining us on the broadcast to close out the final 2 frames. Don't go anywhere. You're watching PG Tigers Online.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food, to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day, to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service, and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new quick lane service department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service, and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new quick lane service department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate, the ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new quick lane service department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities, from the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate, the ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new quick lane service department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new quick lane service department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities, from the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate, the ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
Well, welcome back to Huntsville, Arkansas, county seat of Carroll County. Your score, your Prairie Grove Tigers at the break, up 37-0. Wanted to quickly run through some of the stats from the first half, brought to you by the Washhausen brothers. Not a law firm, but no, they're just actually brothers. For the Tigers, through one half, 15 carries on the ground, 263 yards, 4 touchdowns. In the air, 5 of 10 for 145 and a score. On point after attempts, 2 of 2 for the 2-pointers, and perfect on the point after tries for the Eagles. Rushing the football, not been great for them tonight. 16 carries for -7 yards. And through the air, 9 of 18, so completing 50% of their passes, 124 yards and a pick. Wanted to give Isaac Moss his flowers through one half. 3 carries, 122 yards, and 2 touchdowns for number 6 in your program, the junior, from that fullback position, not his traditional spot. As we get ready for the second half, the Eagles will have the football to start. I want to introduce to the audience at home our special guests. My dad, John Blackiston, calling the second half, calling Phil as well if you want. Just don't call him late for supper. But, Dad, your thoughts on the first half as we get ready to get half number 2 underway?
Well, certainly Prairie Grove did an excellent job in their execution on all their plays. Huntsville struggled a great deal, and I think maybe in the second half they can get themselves straightened out a little bit.
Well, we're underway. That kick will go out of bounds, and the Eagles will have a great field position to start the second half. Couple of scores to get you to around the league. Gentry and Lincoln tied up at 8 apiece at the half. Gravett taking care of business down the road from us in Green Forest, 35-8 at the break. And those Highway 62 rivals, Farmington, up 17-7 over the Goblins of Harrison in the third quarter. And important to note, Dad, as we start the third quarter, Marcus Shepard, the quarterback for Huntsville, going to come back out. He was benched for a couple of possessions late in that second quarter for sophomore Colin Tucker, but I'd say number 5 for Huntsville. Been the better passer, giving this offense a little bit of life for the Eagles.
Yeah, they're late in the second quarter. They seem to connect. Yeah,
they're going to throw on 1st and 10, and to that point, Shepard was showing off the arm.
Arm there, yeah, got a good arm.
And I guess in that situation, 1st and 10, want to take that shot, but if you're going to miss, you want to miss it long.
Miss it long. You're going to miss it long. You don't want to leave it up short for the defense to take it.
Well, second
quite a throw.
Yeah, I was going to say, good arm that time from the senior. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion, as Huntsville going to run the play in. And it'll be 2nd and 10 even after the incompletion. The clock will run with the sportsmanship rule in effect. High snap. Shepard just going to have to keep it himself. He'll fight forward for a couple of yards, and Dad, as a former center yourself, a little bit of an issue with the snap on second down.
Yes, you don't want the quarterback to have to work too much out of his stats, but their quarterback, a good-sized kid, 6'3", 215, did a decent job. He got 5 yards, so they're 3rd and 5. It's an either-or pass situation.
Yeah, manageable down and distance for the Eagles for this first possession of the second half. As Shepard trying to get the Tigers to jump off sides. Defense will call an audible. Under 10 on the play clock. Here comes the snap. Shepard looking in the pass pattern, across the middle of the field, incomplete, trying to get it to Braxton Starnes, but a good job in coverage for that secondary.
Very, very good job in coverage. There were at least 3 guys in that the immediate area of the receiver. Could have been an interception.
A couple of quick plays, and the punt team will come back out. Kobe Phillips looks to be the punter for the Eagles. Wanted to mention, as we wait the punt, wanted to remind you of the fantastic partners that have helped brought you tonight's game and have supported Prairie Grove Athletics, as it's a fake punt.
Oh, wow.
Around the outside, enough for a first down into Tiger territory. Scampers senior Kobe Phillips just to finish that point. Though, want to mention our legacy partners, Lewis Automotive and Pickett Construction, pillars in the community, and have helped support tonight's broadcast and the Prairie Grove Tigers as we take another look at it, Dad.
Well, it was a brilliant call, I think. Prairie Grove was not paying attention, and Huntsville did a very good job with that. They've got the ball inside the 50 now with some momentum.
1st and 10, clock will run here in the second half, as it is a sportsmanship rule, 37-0 your score. And the Eagles have shown a little bit of promise throughout the night. Just a handoff on first down to Hale. Hale Going to be met first by 43, Corbin Stearman, the junior.
Good job coming up on that. The problem I always told kids, don't run east and west, run north and south. That kid didn't have anywhere to go because the defense came after him.
A good defense from Stearman and the rest of the Tigers. As Hale going to limp off the field. To replace him will be Braxton Starnes. And 2nd and 10 as also a late sub, Morgan Cobb, the senior, going to head to the sideline for Prairie Grove. Again, from the shotgun, just a handoff on 2nd down to Ingram. Ingram fighting for just a couple of yards. And again, it's Stearman with the leg tackle.
Stearman seems to be everywhere. He's like he's in the backyard playing with kids.
Yeah, great individual effort from the junior. As you know, to your point, that this is actually one of the few fields, this and Prairie Grove and Gentry are east-west football fields, not your traditional north-south. So going to be 3rd and 8, under 8 to go in our third quarter. Eagles back to the air. That's where they wanted to live. Across the middle of the pattern, complete to Henderson. And that'll be enough yards for a first down.
Well, they found that hole in the middle of that zone, and you put it right in there, and it's a pretty easy pass catch situation. The defense needs to tighten it up in those zone areas, and they will.
1st and 10. As the Eagles sustaining a bit of a drive, got that fake on 4th down to keep it rolling, nearing 7:15 to go, third quarter. Shepard looking to throw again. Good pocket, throws it downfield well over the intended target of Ingram, listed at 5'8" on the roster.
Good defensive coverage on that one, and there was enough pressure off the front 4 that made him throw it early, and he missed number 7 out in the flat on the other side of the field, who was not – there was nobody around him.
Yeah, that's Cousins referencing too on that far side as he trots out. He has Braxton Bashir's in coverage there. 2nd and 10. Just a little handoff. Flag will come into the line of scrimmage area. Potentially maybe a holding there.
Holding, probably. When that flag lands in that area, that's what it usually is. That's what it usually is. Nope.
Well, no, they're going to our head officials checking with the Prairie Grove sideline. Yeah, he'll turn around and face us here. Yeah, there it is. And Prairie Grove going to take the penalty and back up Huntsville to the Prairie Grove 42, halfway through quarter number 3. I wanted to mention again, we want to send a heartfelt thank you to Buchanan Street Family Dentistry for providing tonight's meal for the football team. Your support truly fuels our team both on and off the field. 2nd down and a mile after that holding penalty. Play action. Across the middle, ball deflected and falls to the turf. Good. That was something I was going to say, talk to Ryan about in the first half. A lot of active hands for the Prairie Grove defense.
Yes, and that's important. And you coach that, and you hope that the kids during the game will exercise what they've learned in practice. And it looks like Prairie Grove is fundamentally strong.
Yeah, we'll take another look at it here.
Yep.
Yeah, and again, 43 Corbin Stearman gets his active hands as he has had his name called a lot in this second half.
Man's working on the defensive player of the game.
Well, 3rd and 20, passing down for Shepard. Clean pocket. Cobb's trying to get after him, but this time the sack will be credited to Big 68 in your program, Jason Anjanette, the sophomore, getting the sack.
Wow, sophomore. Excellent.
Yeah, good pursuit that time for the defensive line.
Very good pursuit. Fundamentally sound. They kept in their gaps and did not allow the quarterback to an easy exit.
Well, 4th down, with the score being the way it is, I'd imagine being in plus territory, looks like indeed Huntsville going to keep the O on the field. Have to get down to about the 25. Low throw, well short of the marker if it was complete. And indeed, it looks like they will rule an incomplete pass. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Yes, it'll be a turnover down. It looked like from here, it looked like a trap. his hands weren't underneath the ball until it bounced up into him.
Not bad if you're playing shortstop, but
it's excellent.
Not here on the football field.
That was a Nazi Smith move.
Well, going to be a fresh set of downs, and the first time we could see this Prairie Grove offense, offense near to your heart, the wing T.
Absolutely.
As Alex Absher going to come back out to command it to start the third quarter. We'll see how long Alex stays in this game. Edwards in motion.
Counter.
Little handoff on the counter. That's Coran. Coran's fighting for the first down and into Eagle territory. He'll fall down at Huntsville's 49-yard line.
That is what's so beautiful about that particular offensive scheme. You've got people going in so many different directions. It's very difficult. As you can see, they go one way, come back the other way, and the defense doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're already the running back's already passed them by the time they realize.
Yeah, exactly.
Absher back under center. Play action. Absher going to have to flush from the pressure. And fighting just to get some yardage back. He'll be dropped in the backfield by a handful of Eagles that time.
Yeah, you have to give the Eagles credit. They did a good job of covering that route, which didn't, and then also giving pressure to him.
Second down, and we'll give them 14 or so. Have to get to the Huntsville 39 for the first down.
Double handoff, yeah, nice.
Quick maneuver. That time Edwards able to get back inside the sticks and make this a manageable third down.
That particular play, most people don't know this, how hard that is to do. It's a timing thing, and if you don't get it right, all of a sudden the ball's on the ground. But it's a truly great misdirection play.
Yeah, a lot going on in the backfield on that wing T offense, in particular on that double handoff.
It kind of comes out. That's a part of what used to be the single wing.
Third manageable. Edwards in motion. He's going to get the ball around the end of the line of scrimmage. Has the first down across the 30 and down to the Huntsville 29-yard line to keep the sticks moving.
That's a jet sweep type of action off of the formation, and you get the corner, and that's what happens. He comes across, gets the handoff.
As we take a look at it.
And he gets good blocking out there by his receivers. Excellent blocking. That's so critical to that.
Well, again, the Tigers will march on. Isaac Moss in at fullback. He has a couple of touchdowns tonight, but they're going to go to Coran around the outside. Again, a little bit of that misdirection, that eye candy for a couple of yards.
But to Huntsville's credit, they stayed home and limited it to a yard or two coverage. But they'll come. Prairie View will come back to that because in a minute they're going to do it. Prairie Grove, excuse me.
Well, under a minute to go in our third quarter. Tigers going to work from the shotgun. 15 or so on the play clock. Quarterback run all the way. Absher has a convoy, and he'll be close to the first down, not too far away from manageable third down.
That makes it third and short. Easy play, run or pass now.
Just want to mention for those watching on PG Tigers Online, again, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications by ringing the bell. It's the best way to keep up with your Prairie Grove Tigers as the Tigers on the field will break the huddle. 6 seconds to go in the quarter. Don't have to run a play if they don't want. Going to be a illegal procedure, a false start on Cobb as he went a little early there. As the horn will sound. Yeah, illegal shift on Prairie Grove. We'll see if this will be an untimed down or we'll go to quarter four. Looks like we'll go to quarter four. Nobody scored in the third frame. Join the Blackistons when we return. Your score 37-0. Quarter four when we return.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Well, welcome back to Huntsville. It's going to be a 3rd and 8 when we get back underway for the Tigers. Wanted to mention, follow the Sun Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok for score standings and great exclusive content each and every week. As the Tigers have only had one possession in the second half. Eagles have as well with that sportsmanship clock. That a lot of time runs off the clock.
It's incredible how fast it goes. You're standing there. When you're on the bad end of that score, you wish it would slow down so you'd have a chance to score. But on the other side of it, you wish it would hurry up so you can go home.
As we near the 9 o'clock hour here in Madison County, have a couple of 4A1 contestants going off. This is the 43rd meeting, like I mentioned, all the time between these two programs. Huntsville leads the all-time series 26-16, but looks like Tigers on their way to get that under 10. 3rd down, play action, a little boot action for Alex Absher, trying to cut it back, fighting for the first down. Looks like he has enough for it.
He's really close. Let's see. Yep, it's 1st down. Absher did a really good job out there making that defensive player jump out of position to get that 1st down.
Yeah, I suppose that's something, they fake the dive there with Moss, who had the touchdown earlier, kind of lull him to sleep a little bit and run that boot.
Well, the dive, what it does is those inside linebackers, they freeze, and they're looking for that, and then the outside is open.
Well, again, like we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, a little old school, but Prairie Grove runs the play in every time, so you can't steal the signs. Moss now in at quarterback. As Absher's night over, quick pitch. Edwards, far side, has a corner, cuts it back, and walks it in for 6. Can't get much easier than that. Again, that's another $50 donation from PG Telco, who's supporting our team on and off the field as we take another look at it.
It was beautiful execution. That kick-out block allowed him to walk literally into the end zone.
As
I didn't catch that kid's number who did the block.
As I believe that was 59, Jose Aguirre.
Oh, okay.
The junior. 2-point play. Another handoff. Fighting for the goal line and good. That's going to be 31, Giovanni Castaneda, the junior. A lot of names getting to play in this one as we'll take a quick break. 45-0 when we come back.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank. We believe.
Well, welcome back to Huntsville. I wanted to quickly mention next week the Tigers are back home in Prairie Grove for homecoming. The Berryville Bobcats will be the visitors to Tigers Stadium as Prairie Grove looks to continue what should be an undefeated conference record, looking for that 3rd win as we get back underway. And that ball, a little bit of trouble being able to get handled by Phillips. Still not down. Great return for the Eagles, but we do have a marker on the play.
Yes, that's by the referee. He probably saw some holding right there.
Yeah, we'll take another look at it here.
Yep. Oh,
a blindside block.
Blindside, yeah, that was right at the end. It had nothing to do with the play.
I'm sure as a former coach yourself, that is something that'll drive you crazy at night, watching the film back.
It does leave you up late at night, I can tell you. You ask to ask the kid why, and he really doesn't have an answer.
Well, 8:20 to go. Eagles going to get the football back. I want to get to our other trivia question for the night, and I don't anticipate you to know this, but you can give it your best guess, and for the viewers at home still watching on PG Tigers Online, you can put a guess into the chat as well. But actually, we'll read it after this play as backup Colin Tucker, back into the game for the Eagles. He's looking downfield, throws one strong across the middle, and dropped by Brett Henderson.
Had him. He had him.
But yeah, the trivia question for tonight. Prairie Grove's game against Huntsville tonight and next week against Berryville are against two communities that are county seats. Huntsville County seat of Madison County, Berryville of Carroll. Of the 75 counties in the state of Arkansas, how many different county seats has Prairie Grove played since 2001? And I'll let you think on that as we get ready for the next play. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Eagles looking downfield, but not going to be able to get rid of it. An ambush of Tigers that time for the sack, and makes this
a sack coverage.
A long
that was
third
a cover
down.
Sack for Prairie Grove.
Yeah, we'll take another look at it as half the defensive line was in on that play.
They've got all these covered. Good job by the secondary, which allows the defensive front to eat the quarterback alive.
Would you have a guess for me? Of 75 counties, how many county seats have Prairie Grove played since 2001?
25.
You're close. You're actually really close. I'll tell you the answer after this play. Just a simple handoff on 3rd and a mile, and the Tigers going to have no trouble stopping that one. So the correct answer for those at home and those here at Eagle Stadium, 20 since 2001. So you're pretty close. Those 20, Arkadelphia, Batesville, Berryville, Blytheville, Boonville, Clarksville, Charleston, Dardanelle, Hamburg, Harrison, Heber Springs, Huntsville, Lone Oak, Malvern, Mena, Morrilton, Nashville, Ozark, Star City, and Stuttgart.
Wow.
So that just
a lot of those must have been playoff games.
A lot of those in the playoffs, as the punt will be skied into the Huntsville sky. That's muffed by Bizarra, so he'll be able to fall back on it. And I imagine the Tigers are going to try and run this one out and prove their season record to 4-1 and 2-0 in conference play.
I know Coach Abser is going to have a little practice with receiving punts come Monday.
And that's, I imagine, something I heard a saying the other day, you either win or you learn. I feel like this is one of those best of both worlds. You win and you have some learning opportunities.
Absolutely. No game you ever play, no matter what happens, is perfect. And you can always learn something from any time you play.
A fullback dive. Great running lane out to midfield. That's going to be number 44, Maddox Ogle, the junior, and also wanted to mention it, quarterback now, Caleb Cart, the senior under center for Prairie Grove as we hit the 5-minute mark. Also good to see, I suppose, if Prairie Grove, some of these second string and third string guys now into the game getting some opportunities.
This is what's really important about building your program, is getting these younger kids the chance to actually play on Friday night and experience and get used to playing at the varsity level under the Friday night lights.
Especially later in the year, injuries do occur, and it's good to have some depth. But Ogle, who had the fullback dive on the last play, got a little too excited, fell forward before the snap. So I'm going to back the Tigers up 5 with 4 minutes to go.
He got the juices flowing a little too soon.
And it's like in golf, you get one good shot and then you want to crank the next one. A little too much that time. 1st and 15 after the penalty. Another handoff, this time met in the backfield, will be Giovanni Castaneda.
I know on Monday in film session, the line coach is going to discuss some of the techniques that did not execute just now in that play at Prairie Grove. And they'll get better at doing that, these young ones.
3:45 to go here in Huntsville. Another handoff. Again to Ogle, and he'll be lucky to get back to the original, or to that line of scrimmage. And brings up 3rd and long.
These kids will learn from this. To them, it's a big deal. They're out here on Friday night in front of mom and dad and their fellow players, and they're getting to play and getting playing time. The score doesn't matter to them. They're out here to play, and they want to. It's what's going to get them to work harder.
3rd and long, and looks like left tackle 55 Elton Abalos, sophomore, moved early there.
A little early juice. Like I said, they will learn from this. They're getting experience, which there's no substitute for it. If you don't let these kids play when you need them, and they haven't had any chances to do things, it's not going to be nearly as productive for you as it would be otherwise. So they're learning.
After the penalty, 2.5 minutes to go. Honestly, I was thinking about it. Prairie Grove could keep committing penalties. That ball nearly fumbled on a bad pitch, but somehow finds its way into the hands of Giovanni Castaneda, as that's another learning opportunity, I'd imagine, on that pitch out.
The ball was where it was supposed to be. The running back wasn't where he was supposed to be. He's got to trust that the quarterback's going to put it there and be there to catch it. That could have turned into a really bad turnover.
4th and 11, under 2 to go. Again, our score 45-0. So Huntsville looks like they're going to do just a little bit better than what Green Forest did a week ago. That one a 56-0 beat down. As they'll snap this with 90 seconds. That double handoff. Big 43. Stearman has it. Has the first down and more. Has a blocker down the field. There's a flag trailing the play. He'll score for now. We'll need to check what that marker is. And it looks like from the signal you give me, I think this one's coming back.
I'm pretty sure the guy was holding him. It's the that receiver. Yeah, 26.
27 looks like. Don't have a
26. Preston Filan.
Yeah.
Preston Filan. Yeah, grabbed him and was holding him.
Honestly, though, that doesn't particularly matter as the clock still runs. I mean, it is a learning opportunity for him, but I meant in the means of the game, we're under 45 seconds to go. So,
and the way you coach that at practice next week is you show that to them and say, now let's pretend this game was down to a 2-point game and we needed to go down and at least get a field goal. And what you did was going to cost us. And that's how you teach it.
Play action pass and thrown incomplete. Cart, nice ball, but will fall harmlessly to the grass field here in Huntsville. I think the Eagles will maybe have time for one play. It doesn't look like it. Looks like they're just ready to shake hands and get to the locker room. As the Tigers are going to improve to 4-1, 2-0 in conference play, and for the second consecutive week then have held their opponent scoreless.
Well, that speaks volumes to their defensive efforts. And Prairie Grove is a pretty fundamentally sound football team, and I think they're going to be someone to reckon with down the road when we get to the playoffs.
Yeah, they certainly are. You know, I would imagine the wing tee does travel when the months get a little colder, even though, today it's unseasonably warm, I suppose, for an October day. But before we get out of here, again, your score 45-0. I want to get your final thoughts before we wrap things up for the night.
Well, from this game, Prairie Grove really looks like a solid football team. The young ones didn't execute quite at the level the starters did, but they still look pretty good. And I think there's a bright future there for them, and they will be just fine. For Huntsville, they're still working on things and trying to get things straightened out, and I think they will. If this sport was easy, everybody would be doing it, and it's not. And on that note, I would like to thank my son, Stephen, for allowing me to be up here in the press box with him and talk with him and broadcast the game. thank you so much, son, for letting me be here.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. It'd probably be something cool to do on a night like tonight. I knew you guys were going to be in town. But before we wrap up, I just wanted to mention one last big thank you to the great partners of Prairie Grove Athletics, our legacy partners, Lewis Automotive Group and Pickett Construction, for your unwavering support for the backbone of Prairie Grove. And also want to extend our gratitude to the gold partners, Our Best Bank, Community Bank, Ozarks Electric, and PG Telco. Your support is invaluable, and we couldn't do it without you. Fans, remember to support these businesses that support the Tigers. Also wanted to mention, again, PG Telco, want to thank them for their generosity as they donate $50 for every touchdown the Tigers score. Thank you to PG Telco for that long-term support. Again, your final score from Huntsville, 45-0 as the Tigers move on to 2-0 in conference play. We'll have homecoming next week against the Bobcats of Berryville. Have a good night, everyone.